when you are explaining to these people that a car that's just a few years old is just as good as a car that's now, does anybody go, you're right? Or is it like a natural inclination? Like, is this just this thing that they want, a status symbol that's in their head that they need at 2026?
People are very defensive on the show. I can convince them of smaller things. Getting rid of a car in our culture is usually a big thing to overcome. But I'll see weeks later that they sat on it, they thought about it. Then the video went uploaded and millions of people shit all over them in the comments. And they're like, okay, maybe I should get rid of this car. So some people actually, many people do change their perspective on cars. But that's a hard one to overcome. Telling them to close a credit card, it's kind of easy. Car's a big one. I've told people to not get a house, and they're really close to getting a house. That's something they will not give up, because that's another obsession that we have in our country.
So would you say not get a house today because of interest rates?
Not just interest rates. The overall marketplace, S&P 500, it just beats real estate. Commercial real estate's good to get for tax advantages, but the American dream isn't owning a home anymore. It's the freedom of renting, because you can live wherever you want. You can move for a job like that. Getting a house, you're stuck in a house. It requires a massive amount of money for a down payment. And it's just a lack of flexibility in a generation and age where people want to be more flexible and travel and explore and take new jobs everywhere. But it also just doesn't make sense as an investment anymore. It doesn't. It used to be the defining trait of the middle class and one of the largest wealth creating things for the middle class. But now with the incredible stock market that we've had over the past 50 years or so, it beats it every time. If you rent and just put in your money into the stock market instead of that down payment on a house or the little extra for a mortgage, you'll win every time. And then you get stuck. Let's say you got the good interest rate. Everyone with the good interest rate is stuck right now because they're not willing to trade up for a house they actually want, but with a higher interest rate. So homes become like these people's prisons. You can buy a home. That's great. If you know you're going to stay somewhere and it's what you've ever always wanted, there's nothing wrong with doing it, but it is not that actually incredible financial thing that has defined America. That being said, Americans suck at investing. So if the only way for you to invest is put your money in a house that you literally cannot touch, maybe it makes sense. Because if instead you need to put an extra 20% to the market if you rent, but Americans just want to go spend that on a vacation, then maybe you're better off in a house because you need that forced investing.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't feel secure unless they own the home. They don't feel like settled. This is not really my place. I'm just renting it.
Yeah, which is true. But, I mean, I just tell them to fuck off. That's your feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just their feelings.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Math is math in the end. Like, I own, but that's because it was very affordable for me. It made sense for me. But it doesn't have to for everyone.
Right.
And that's okay. In renting, you don't have to do maintenance. You don't have to get a new roof. You don't have to, deal with the AC going out and all this stuff. If you're renting for, especially even like larger corporations, they're actually even better to rent for than a mom and pa because they'll have someone on standby that'll fix your shit overnight. Or a mom and pa landlord, it kind of sucks. It might take a couple weeks.
Right. If they're not good.